Evening Canada on our platform of Voice of Canada, a weekly talk show. Your host Asphandiar Wadiwalla, my co-host Cindy Young, and we have got a very dynamic young gentleman who is a real estate broker, Anurag Chawla. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Wadiwalla. I'm Anurag Chawla. I'm a Mississauga-based real estate broker, and I primarily work with Mississauga, Brampton, Milton, Oakville, and I'm also a community activist.
Lovely, awesome. Go ahead, Cindy.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cindy Young, and I'm the co-host for this evening's show, and it's a pleasure to be here today. And thank you very much for coming. It's a pleasure meeting
My pleasure.
you. If you could please inform our viewers, when did you immigrate to Canada, and what is your main profession?
Okay, I thank you for the question. I immigrated to Canada about 12 years ago from Middle
Awesome.
East, and I'm from India originally. And right now, I'm a real estate broker for the last about 9 years.
Mr. Anurag Chawla, as you have lots of a team rather, of real estate brokers, tell us how many deals annually you are able to achieve. Approximate. It's not. It's not very hard and fast. It varies from month to month, season to season, weather to weather.
That's right.
So
yeah.
approximately, what
Yeah.
is your average target? In
Yeah.
annually, we must achieve that many deals.
Yes. See, we work obviously very hard, but again, our business is dependent on the market conditions, as you rightly
yeah,
said.
definitely.
But yeah, we try to. I don't count my success in terms of numbers like that, in like how many deals I've done, but I feel that how many people's lives I've made a difference.
Definitely.
So that's the way I measure my success. If I've made a difference in how many people's lives we have touched
Definitely.
and made help them to take better decisions. So that's
Because
how
we all work in a group.
Yes, I do have.
So you have
people
to
with me,
manage.
yes.
Everybody has to survive also.
That's right.
So you have to
The
sell
teamwork.
and finalize the
Yeah,
deals
that's right.
up to some extent.
That's right. And the theme of our business is basically growth for all. So whoever gets associated with us, whether it is our clients, it is our associates, the lawyers, mortgage brokers, we want that everybody should grow. So that's how
Go
we would
ahead.
like to.
Oh, very nice. As you have an MBA degree from the UK initially, and initially you worked here in the field of marketing,
Yes.
branding, and with different cultures over here. Can you give us some full details of your earlier occupation?
Yes. So before coming to Canada, I was working in the Middle East for about 12 years.
Wow.
And
wow.
I was a group marketing director for a multi-million-dollar company there. And that's when I also did my MBA in 2011 from Scotland.
Wow.
University
You
of
took a
Strathclyde.
good opportunity.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that's when I did my MBA. And after that, we decided to move to Canada in 2012. So we are
Nice.
here.
You took
since
a right
then.
decision coming to a right place and a right
That's
country.
right. That's right.
Absolutely.
With your 32 years of experience,
Yes.
Mr. Chawla,
Yeah.
tell us where would you be in next 5 years?
One thing I know, the future, yes. In next 5 years, I think, sir, I would be in a position that, to grow our business even further and to be able to bring a difference in people's lives. And also, I ran in the election some time back.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me because I had forgotten that who all ran. It was Ward 11. Am I
That's right. Yeah. So like there have been a lot of people calling me and texting me and speaking to me and urging me that I should not give up on that. So let's see how it
No,
goes.
you what year it is? You entered the pipeline
That's right.
first time when you entered, and that is a non-political body. The
That's
third
right,
tier
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So you can always think 2026 is not far off. If you feel like you can head
Let's
for
see.
province
Put your
or,
foot in, yeah.
for federal.
Let's see how it goes.
Already
yes.
the battle has started and
That's
people
right.
are,
That's right.
going crazy. Go ahead.
That's right.
Well, reading your bio, we also note that you also write your own columns in business magazines.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that and emphasize a little bit more about your print media columns?
Yes, this is mostly when I was in the Middle East. I believe in one thing very strongly. First of all, I believe in lifelong learning. You're
Yes.
never too old or never
Definitely.
too young to
We
learn. So
always learning.
lifelong learning. And also when you share your knowledge, when you share your experiences with people, whether through writing or through teaching or in whatever way, mentorship, you always increase your own knowledge also. So
Yes.
I used to write for a lot of business magazines in the Middle East. These
Mhm.
were primarily related to the topics of marketing
Very good.
Nice.
and positive mindset,
Yeah.
and all these kind of business, and these are the things that I used to mostly write on.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Chawla, when we read of your bio, we come to know that you love traveling.
Oh yes.
At the same time, you have got a very unique habit of going for camping.
Yes, when it comes to traveling, I don't like to go to shopping malls because they are everywhere. But my passion is nature. I like to travel to
Definitely.
nature. And I think in Canada, so far, I've been to about 7 provinces. Now 3 are left.
Wow.
And I love camping, road trips
But to do
with
our
my friends.
territories also,
Exciting.
they are also
Yes,
very good.
that's on my list. Hopefully this summer, I want to do that. And I love to do road trips and camping, and being in nature. That gives me peace. That's the way I get to relax.
Yes.
when
So give us more info about camping, because our young viewers, they are very, very interested in camping.
Yes. As far as camping is concerned, I think Canada is so beautiful. We are so blessed to be in a
country
living in a
like
country
yeah.
like this, that anywhere you turn around, drive for 5 minutes, you can find nature and peace.
Nature,
So
city,
it's
wilderness, everything. Just
Everywhere.
come see Mississauga.
That's
You
so
have the main
beautiful.
city of over nearly
Yeah.
1 million people residents.
That's right.
But when we go to our parks,
Yeah.
we
There
can
are
go
over-
into wilderness.
There are over 500 parks here, I
And the
believe.
rivers,
Yeah.
and the-
rivers
And you don't have to
and
travel
trails.
far to
Lake
get
and-
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So camping, I think it's very important for young people because even my kids now, my daughter is turning 17 now.
Mashallah,
So
can't believe. You're such a young dad.
Yes, I married a little bit early. So, but I always tell them, spend some time in nature. Believe me, we don't need any medicines, any other thing. If we just eat simple,
Nature is
good
beautiful,
food,
believe me.
and healthy life, and just being in nature. I read some time ago that if we walk bare feet on even on grass,
Grass,
it completes
grass.
the
That's a
circuit.
very old thinking.
Yeah, our grandparents and
Circulations
parents,
and
they
all.
used to just walk on the grass
On the
bare
grass
feet in the
morning
morning
times,
with the dew
usually.
drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is so healthy, but the sad part is, these days we are going away from nature,
Yeah.
getting into processed foods and,
Yeah.
unhealthy lifestyle. So that's a little bit, which is not in sync with the healthy, life. You can say it
Just
decreases your life expectancy.
Stay away from the
Yeah.
regular junk food.
That's right.
If you
Yeah.
eat a house food
Yeah,
made at home,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
wonderful. You
Yeah.
know.
So true.
At
I
the
love
same
to
time,
cook also.
Yeah.
You love to cook. Canada, it's every man should know how to cook.
For
If
sure.
you want to
If
survive.
you can eat, then you should know how to
Yeah.
cook.
Go ahead.
We also know that you're a motivational speaker, and mainly you
Yes.
speak about what kind of issues, and if you can just emphasize some of those for us as well.
Yes. The most important thing that I like to talk about, or I'm passionate, talking about, I mentor a lot of young real estate agents and also a lot of new
In the
immigrants.
profession, yeah.
I always use this, one of my favorite phrases, that you have to reset your mindset.
Mindset,
Right.
definitely.
So what happens, when you come to the place, it's like, you go to Everest, you just don't start climbing the Everest right away, right? You have to be at the base camp, you have to be acclimatizing yourself. So when you come to Canada, you need to understand the lay of the land, understand, how the culture is. You may be very qualified, you may be a doctor or a
But that's
dentist
not necessary,
somewhere,
okay, you-
but you have to understand the culture to be successful in a
Absolutely.
place. So I like to talk about those things. I like to talk about, financial management, money management.
Very good.
Building wealth is not difficult if you just follow. It's an art and science. You follow the steps, you can get it.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Totally agree.
Mr. Chawla, we also know that you are a linguistic. So how many
Yes,
languages you speak and write fluently?
As far as writing is concerned, I can write Hindi and English.
English, correct.
Which of course is there. But speaking, I speak about total 6 languages.
Six Wow. languages.
Yeah, so that's
you have
how it is,
beaten me by
including
one
Arabic.
language.
Including Arabic, I can
Oh my
converse
goodness.
in Arabic
Means
because
the
of
regional and the Arabic language.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
why you're 1+ than me.
That's incredible.
Otherwise, I
Yeah.
also learned about 5 regional languages
Oh,
doing
nice.
businesses with the
Nice.
communities.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
amazing. Yeah, because it kind of helps you connect with more people from more diverse
Oh.
backgrounds.
Having different languages is incredible.
It is.
Yeah, it makes such
It
a big
is.
difference.
Yeah.
You also have a Remax brokerage, which is the biggest here in Canada and North America,
Yeah.
and even in the UK as well.
Mhm.
What achievement awards have you and maybe the brokerage that you work with have won until 2023? Always
I
fun.
actually don't remember what awards I've won. I don't remember. You know, one thing about me, if I win something, I just celebrate very briefly and then I
you
move on. I get back to work.
Yeah.
So my celebrations are very limited, you know, for a short duration, and so are my failures as well.
Sure.
So, but I've won Titan Award, I've won Chairman's Award, I've won I've won this Hall of Fame Award
There are lots
and
of awards are
Platinum
there in
Award,
real
couple
estate.
of other
I
awards,
also
but
every year I am shocked to hear the new names
yes,
in the
but I
real
don't
estate
think about
business.
it too much. And, you know, you'll be surprised to know sometimes I don't even go to receive them. So I don't like to go that to my head.
So, Mr. Chawla, as we are talking about your real estate company, which is
Yeah.
a very popular company. It's
Yes.
number one, not only in Canada, but it is, I think, across
Yes,
the
it's a
border.
global biggest
Plus,
brand,
and even
yes.
UK also.
That's
I've seen
right.
the brokerage of Remax
Yes.
in
Yes.
UK too, London too. So,
Everywhere.
tell us more about your company.
Yeah, our company.
What is the Remax? Because
Yes.
people have got a name. Hearing the name, they feel it's a reliable
Yes.
company, reliable brokerage, and they will get a good deal.
That's right, sir. So Remax definitely is the biggest real estate brand in the world, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to work with them. And we are present here. I would like to think about 27,000 agents in Remax, and
27,000
in Canada.
all over Canada.
In Canada, and in 2020, I was in the top 100 out of those number of agents.
Awesome.
And besides that, I think they are present in about 110 countries around the world,
Wow.
even in Dubai, even in
Wow.
India. So yeah, pretty professional, you know, brokerage.
We'll be taking a short break and we'll be with you soon. Welcome back after a short break in our weekly talk show, Voice of Canada. Your host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla, my co-host, Cindy Young. And our show is produced by Awaz TV Entertainment, Mississauga. And our guest for this afternoon is Mr. Anurag Chawla.
Thank you.
Mr. Anurag Chawla, as you have been in the real estate business and marketing business, so just tell us, what kind of activities you are also involved in Canadian organizations and
Yeah.
other places you get, and I often see you even the political events nowadays.
Yes, you know, that's courtesy. A lot of my friends in the, you know, those who are MPPs and ministers, they keep inviting, and, you know, we help and try to go whatever we can do, and at least, you know, take the voice of the community to them, and, you know, see whatever little difference we can bring. As far as the organizations are concerned, you know, my family has been supporter of Sick Kids Hospital.
Very good.
For a long time.
Nice.
We
Yeah.
volunteered.
That's the most deserving.
Yes, and that's the most
Absolutely.
deserving. I'd say they're doing a fantastic job, as well as Basket Brigade and local food banks and all that. So we try whatever we can in our very little way. In our culture, basically, or our family, we believe if, you know, we give from one hand, the other hand should not know.
Definitely.
We should not really, you know, demonstrate or talk about
Yeah.
charity too much. But of late, one thing that we've done in the last 2-3 years in our family is that we see that, you know, we try to help people directly also, like
Definitely.
one-on-one basis. If, you know, we meet somebody and we can just make a little difference in their life,
Definitely.
whatever way we can.
That is a good deed.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
just directly. So there's no organization involved. I think that's the way you can see the immediate impact in somebody's
but
life.
we are glad that you are supporting our food banks, our Sick Kid
Yes,
Hospital,
yes.
which is the most vital
Yes, yeah.
The
place
big,
for
huge
our children, and
places.
not only
Yes.
it is
Yeah.
serving the world children.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's right.
so many
And-
countries they send
Yeah.
their children, real sick
Yes,
children,
yes.
to Sick Kids.
Yeah, and
And-
also we are monthly donors and regular donors to UNICEF and all that. So whatever
good.
little bit we can do, I'm not saying it is enough. We could
Because
do more.
real estate
but whatever
brokers, they
little
earn
bit.
very well here in Canada.
Yes.
So
God has
usually the next hobby is to enter politics. So many real estate agents, when you'll see the election is coming, the profession will be real estate agent. Yeah, especially.
Well, it could be true for some people, but for me, it was a little bit different. My idea was not in because of you know, being in real estate. I can go as into politics due to the whatever, you know, we have. But the main idea was, I feel there are two major ways you can bring a difference in the society. One is that if you have tons of money, right? If I was a billionaire, you know, I can, you know, build schools and hospitals and build whatever, you know, philanthropy
become a
in a very big
philanthropist.
level, right?
Right.
That, like we hear of some American billionaires are doing that. But if I'm not in that level, the most direct and the most, you can say, effective way is to get into the system.
Into the community.
Get into the community, because
Always give
activism,
back to the community.
yes, always
That's
give
what
back.
our aim
Make a
is.
difference
All
where you
Canadians
are.
believe,
Yes.
and even in Hindus and Muslims and all,
Every culture.
community believes.
Every
Yes.
culture.
Give back to the
Every culture
community.
Every
believes that,
culture.
yeah.
Every
Whatever
culture.
you can do to help the
Yes.
needy.
100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
And my
correct.
idea was, because I believe that, we will not be truly prosperous, or we will not be truly happy unless we all are happy as a community. In our culture, we say Vasudevaya Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family.
One
the entire
family.
world is like one family.
But
We
it's
help
So
each
we
other
should
out.
do our part. If God has blessed us with whatever we have, and it is a little bit more than what we really need, then whatever else we can, just
You
share
help
with
others.
others,
Share.
whatever.
But you have got a good thinking. Everybody doesn't think that way.
Yeah.
No.
But here, Canadians are compassionate people,
Yes.
and they definitely help. When the time arrives,
That's
they are
right.
united.
That's right. Always.
Look at our
Absolutely.
food bank.
Yeah.
We will be
yeah.
talking a little bit about the after COVID issues
That's
which
right,
which
yeah.
has emerged.
Yes.
So things are not good, but people are surviving,
That's right. Yeah. Somehow,
helping each
yeah.
other out.
Helping each other.
helping
and,
each
yeah.
other, and people
True.
are united. As we have got about 182 to 190 nationalities,
That's
40
right, yeah.
faiths in
That's
Canada,
right. That's
and
true.
Canada has got the largest citizenship ministry.
That's right.
Multicultural,
That's
there's
a
no
big thing. It's not
It's
an
a
easy
very big
job
thing.
to
It's
run.
not an easy job.
To run this. Yeah.
Because the thing is, with so many communities, so many faiths,
Yeah.
to remain peaceful, and the way we are, our system is
Yes.
working, our
Yes.
law is working,
That's
is
right.
remarkable.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely
Yeah.
remarkable,
Go ahead.
for
Yeah.
sure. So we did talk a little bit about politics, so we're going to the next question with this. So we did read from your bio that you wanted to enter a public life, and you have put
Yes.
your foot down in 2022 to contest a local municipal election for Ward 11 in Mississauga,
That's right.
and that's Streetsville.
That's right.
And you've been a longtime counselor. The longtime counselor was stepping down at that time.
That's right.
So you thought that maybe you could win that.
Is it
seat.
your home riding?
it?
Yeah,
11?
my house. I do have a house
Under
in that
11, Ward
area.
11.
Yeah, I do
Yes.
have a property in the area.
Ward
But
11.
the main
Mhm.
thing is, sir, I feel that first of all, the participation is very, very
Important.
to me, because the
Right.
definition of democracy is, for the people, by the people, of the people.
Oh, right.
But in this case, there are a couple of things. It was my first time, so we had a lot of learning and we made a lot of mistakes too.
For sure.
But at least my effort was honest.
And there were how many
yeah.
candidates?
Right.
There were
Three?
about
Seven?
six candidates
On the
seven-
ballot?
6 candidates were there.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. But the person who won the election was obviously, officially
A former
endorsed.
MP also. Endorsed
and he was
by
a
the
former MP,
ex-councillor.
and he was endorsed by an
Endorsed.
outgoing
And
councillor.
that is his riding. He
Yes.
stays in the riding.
Yes.
Plus, he has worked as an
Yes.
MP.
That's right.
Probably
Member of
already in the
Parliament.
Yeah,
public
so he
eye,
did
yeah.
have an advantage. And a
Absolutely.
couple of other things that I would say is on this platform is that even the election was on Diwali Day. So most of the community
yeah.
that was, supporting us,
Celebrating.
they were not
Able to come and
vote.
vote.
So election was on Diwali Day, number one. Number two, people had the political fatigue because we had 3 elections in less than a year's time, or around a
Mhm.
year's
So a lot
time.
of
We had the
people didn't
federal
go up to
elections,
it,
then the
yeah.
provincial elections in June, and then immediately followed by
The
councillor in
Wow.
October.
Municipal
Yeah,
one.
the
Right.
municipal ones in October. So people were so tired. We used to go and
Yes.
put a sign. They said, "Oh, we just had an election now. Which election is
Which
this?"
election is this?
It's just
People
in
are
June,
not very,
the
very
provincial
conscious,
elections. Yeah.
Canadians, they
Yeah.
just ask you such questions
Yes.
that you're shocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the
And
doorstep.
and
Yes.
sir, one more point I'd like to add here. If you see, the election is all about numbers. If you see, Ward 11 is roughly about 65 to 70,000 residents,
Mhm.
and the person who won got 3,800 votes.
Mhm.
If you see the math, it is less than about 5-6%.
So what
Right.
was the
Right.
turnout?
The turnout was very less. It was about 11%
My
turnout.
God.
Oh,
So
wow.
it is a total, honestly, I mean, it is
Yeah.
democracy, we
It's
call
not
it,
an
but it is
election.
not really the real,
Not a real
way,
judgment.
it should
Right.
be. Because if you see, 3,800 people are deciding for 70,000 people. How
Yes.
fair is that?
Yeah.
If
Not
in terms
fair.
of mathematically, you
But
see the numbers, it's
it's
5,
not their
6%.
fault because
Yeah.
it's a turnout. People
It-
should
yeah.
come. It's a moral duty
Yeah.
of each and every Canadian
Yes.
citizen to go and vote.
To
Trying
go
to
and
get
vote.
people to
Yeah.
understand the
Yeah.
importance of
To
voting.
go and vote. Yeah.
But
This
just-
is so important.
But just
Yeah.
now, in the only last month's by-election, the turnout was 57%.
now people are
Dharam,
realizing
in
the
Dharam.
cost of not
Of
voting
not voting.
and not participating
And
because they are feeling the effects of
Yes.
the
it was a
leadership they have
landslide
selected,
victory
right?
last week or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
the election took place.
that's right.
57% was an eye opener.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are starting to understand more the
That's
importance
right.
of it.
Yeah.
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 This Anurag Chawla, you attend so many usually political events in the
Mhm.
city,
I
and
try.
one or two I also met you.
Mhm.
So tell us, what is the purpose of your visit? To increase your to knowing people, the PR, or you are assessing for your future line of action to enter politics?
See, most of the times when I go, it is that the people have invited me. I do not go anywhere uninvited, number one. Number two, when we go there, it's a good opportunity to meet a lot of friends and people there. So it's a good, networking event where it is difficult to meet, everybody in a daily life. So it is a good way to connect with people. As far as future is concerned, I think it's too early to say, but we'll see how
No,
it
you're a
goes.
young man.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
you should plan your life
Mhm.
into this field. Also, it's a
Yes.
very very
Yeah.
what do you can say, attractive to
Yes.
men and women.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Canadian politics is very safe. It is
That's
not like
right.
back home
I
in
know. I
subcontinent
know.
where
Yeah.
where what kind of politics we play.
That's right. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that I will not do it. I will probably see, what are the options available, and when the time comes, we will see how it goes.
But keep working.
Yeah.
As you are in
Yeah.
real estate brokerage and people,
Yeah.
you meet so many people, so
That's
many
right. Yeah.
residents
That's
all
right.
over Mississauga.
Yeah. There are a lot
especially.
of similarities, sir.
So
with
you
all
have
of
got you are door knocking rather in your profession.
That's right.
So it should not be hard for you when
That's it.
you are campaigning for yourself.
It's the same thing, It's like they're very well said. Yeah, we don't knock in real estate, we prospect in real estate. The same thing we do in politics,
Yes,
So,
absolutely true.
yeah.
Go ahead.
If you can inform our viewers which tier of our government is in your heart, and which tier are you interested to serve, like municipal,
Because
provincial, or federal?
every person
Gonna
has
put you
got a
on the spot,
liking.
is it?
See, my liking has always been a federal,
Mhm.
and I always heard even my family was in the federal politics, and I love
Yes,
from
I
my
read
heart
about
federal
it. Yes,
politics.
that's right. Yeah. Honestly speaking, it's not about. I feel that if I have an opportunity to serve in whatever capacity, I think I would be more than happy to do that. And if the opportunity comes, but I haven't really thought about the tier or the level. Yes, I did try municipal. That was my
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
But if the party, encourages me and they are able to
But
give
that
me an
was no
opportunity,
party.
and
That you have to find your
yeah.
papers, and you are independent,
the
non-party
in the
basis.
councillor, in the municipal one, it was obviously an independent,
Yes.
running. But when it comes to the federal and provincial, if I get an opportunity, then we'll see how it goes.
Right.
But my honest endeavor and what I have in my heart is that if I have something with my knowledge, experience, or
Mhm.
whatever I can bring to the table, and if I can make a difference in people's lives, that is what I would.
That matters.
That's what I would see.
Because in
Whatever level, even if it's within politics or outside
the
politics,
politics.
doesn't matter. Even if I'm supporting another deserving candidate, I'll be more than happy. That's not a
Definitely,
problem.
definitely.
Very nice.
Because in about 2 months' time, we will be electing the mayor for
That's
Mississauga.
right.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Coming
do
up.
some
Yes.
groundwork for that also, because it will be a long list.
Yes. it
Not
is.
less than 30,
Yeah.
40 people.
There are a
because
lot of
already
people,
12,
yeah.
15 have filed their
Yes.
papers.
Wow.
Yes. I've been invited to a couple of events. In fact, one more is coming up this weekend. So we'll see.
Because last week we had a Ward 1 councillor
That's
in our
right.
show.
Yes.
And
Mr.
hopefully
Dasco,
next this
Yes.
Saturday we'll be showing his recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
he's
Yeah, I
known
read
to-
about it.
known
Yes.
to me quite well, so I invited him, and we
Yes.
plan to invite few more.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very
Go
nice.
ahead.
Beautiful. It's yours. 15.
Mr. Chawla, tell us something about your early life in India. How many brothers, sisters, how you spent your life, about
Okay.
something about your parents as a fond memories.
Going back to the memory lane, I've been out of India for nearly now close to 24, 25 years now.
Wow.
And, I lived early part of my life in Kashmir, in Srinagar. And
That's a beauty.
it's
It's a
beauty.
heaven.
Yes, I am the elder brother. I have a sister who's younger. She's married. And then I have two younger brothers. So I come from a business family. And My original career choice was to be the fighter pilot for Indian Air Force.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And
wow.
that was my original ambition. But now I'm
That's so
fighting for some other
different.
things. But yes, so in terms of, one of the things that also attracted me towards Canada is that the landscape, the scenery,
So beautiful. Canada
it's
is so
almost like
beautiful.
similar
You
to
cannot
Kashmir.
explore the country.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here
Yeah.
last 25 years.
Yes.
I've not seen major of.
You need a lifetime. You
Yeah,
need a
you know, you
lifetime.
need
Yes.
a lifetime. It's so beautiful.
Yes.
Wherever you
Yes.
go, the natural beauty is there.
Yeah, and
In
the same thing in Kashmir as well, as you might
Kashmir
have
is equally,
heard.
it's a heaven.
So it is so beautiful. So this is kind of like a little bit like, I've immediately felt like home when I came here with the landscape and the nature around.
So you
Amazing.
do recall your childhood days, happy days, the
Oh
schooling
yes,
days, and,
yeah, we had a very
and which city
yeah.
you were
In Srinagar,
in
in the
Srinagar.
capital,
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, Kashmir.
That is the
So
occupied part of Kashmir.
no, that is on the Indian side.
Indian side,
Yeah.
occupied. Yeah.
So yeah,
We call it an occupied
yeah,
Kashmir.
yeah.
Okay.
So that was the thing, and so I had a very nice, happy childhood. We didn't have iPhones and internet and all
since
that.
long.
We used to
Especially
go
going
out
to
and
be
play.
nature, so
many
you
We used to
years.
play cricket and
The-
go out and
The
play
phones,
football.
the phones came when I was here in Canada.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
You know, or last little before. No, I had my cell phone. Cell came
Mhm.
before I left back
Right,
home.
right, right.
It
So
wasn't
we
that
had a
long
happy
ago.
childhood, yeah, playing around with our friends, getting dirty. Playing cricket was my passion. I used to play
As
a
the
lot of
time has
cricket.
flown
Yeah.
out today, how fast
Oh,
your
wow,
time
yes.
for the red light signal has come already to us, and another show is to be started soon.
Sure.
So, Mr. Chawla, would you like to give a final remarks, comments to your to our viewers, to your clients, to your family, whatever message you would like to give?
I would say that we should be really thankful, and we should have the gratitude that we have the opportunity to live in one of the most beautiful and very one of the best countries in the world. And a lot of times, when we start complaining about things here and there, yes, there are obviously things that we need to improve in the country, or the law and order and whatever. But yes, that we have elected people who are working towards it. But at the same time, the most important thing to be successful is your hard work, your discipline, and
Mhm.
your focus and determination. That is so
Absolutely.
important. And every time we have the thing that it's a very famous quotation that we say, ask not what your country does for
That's
you,
true,
ask what
true.
you do for your
You
country.
do for your
And the
country.
same thing applies to your business and everything in life. So
Yeah.
should put our best efforts, stay positive, stay healthy, take care of your health, because when you have your health, you can achieve bigger things in life.
Beautiful message.
Thank you. With that note from our guest speaker, Mr. Anurag Chawla, we would soon be signing off. Your host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla, my co-host, Cindy Young. We would be back next week with a new guest. And keep watching our show every Saturday at 8 p.m. With that note, I would say good night, goodbye, God bless Canada, and God save the King. Adios.